Hello friends, welcome to Gardening with Creekside, and today I have a very special guest who will be joining me. We are up here at the production area because we have lots of little projects going on, and since Jerry knows these projects best, he is joining me. So we thought it would be fun to give you a little bit of a behind the scenes tour and show you all the fun things that are happening here. The very end of September, October is knocking on the door.
Yes, October's here Saturday.
I don't even know what day it is. So there you go, my friends. Okay, so you just saw we had a dump truck deliver us some fill dirt.
Fill dirt, that was the second load. We're going to stop with that one for today. And I think he's going to bring us two more, kind of the garden blend soil for just some different projects too. Okay,
so what are we using fill dirt for?
So we're going to use the fill dirt for today to kind of shore up behind our pad for the new building that's going in behind.
New building?
Yes.
What new building do you say? We've not talked about this new building.
No, new building. You know.
Is it a greenhouse?
No, no greenhouse. This is. I don't know if it's easier than a greenhouse. I mean.
Yeah, there's pluses and minuses, I would say.
We are going to have trusses made.
All right, so let's walk back here. We're going to take you on a little...
Yeah, that's probably better to show.
Showing is better than trying to tell. So
Where are we?
Where are we? Here we are at the production area. You can see Jerry was using the Bobcat, and you may or may not have noticed this little side road that goes beside of production 2. And we're going to take a little jaunt back to the back of the production area. So we did this road because we had to have access
in and out.
And so yeah, we're just gonna take a little walk through here and get up here. But you can see the elevation change, right? So that's production 2 right here beside of us, and you can see what a big elevation difference there is between the areas. All right, so tell us what is going on here, my friend.
No, we put in right here on this corner, right here. We put in, it was probably a little less than 60 tons of crush and run.
6D or 16?
60.
60.
60 tons to raise up this corner for the pad for the building. So that building is going to be 22 feet wide and 78 feet long.
It's going to be long and skinny.
Yes. And
so what are we going to do? What is the purpose of this? What are we doing?
So each one of these, behind each one of these greenhouses, we have doors just like this one here, you see. So we're going to have to build 2 more doors for production 1, and then our potting area, production area, storage / greenhouse structure, whatever you want to call it for right now. So anyway, we're coming off 2 foot because we had to come off. I wanted to connect the building, you know, right up against the...
Right, we wanted to have it flush.
Yeah, I wanted to have it flush, but you have the motors for the greenhouse.
Right, so if you'll see, they are not, the motors are not flush with the side of the greenhouse.
And I am sure there is someone out there in YouTube land that...
Who's a structural engineer?
That would know like better way to do this. But only thing we wanted to do, we consulted our concrete guys. We're going to come off 2 foot, start the wall here, but we'll have concrete pad coming into the greenhouse.
Yes.
So the greenhouse that comes in, you come inside the building right here. So all 3, the purpose is all 3 houses are connected to the building.
Yes.
So this entire thing will be climatized.
Yes.
So we can run production through it, pot in it at any time, at any point, any weather, you know, just like the mailman. It comes with snow, ice, sleet, rain, hail, tornadoes.
Can I say this though, that as a small business, we have potted in every type of weather you can imagine. Snow, check. Sleet, check. Rain, check. Blazing hot temperatures, check.
How many times have you and I have been out with a trailer in the rain or in the snow?
A lot.
Yeah. So,
that's
the idea. And it just gives us a good facility to do that with the potting machine coming.
So hopefully when the potting machine gets here at some point, it will go in that,
it's going to go in that
the dry
one,
storage.
and I'm not really sure if it's going to go. It's going to go in the front of it, but I'm just not really sure if it's going to have another structure attached to it. I've got to kind of work that out.
Well, once we can actually see it too, right?
Yeah, you know, it's just better to have that thing on site, figure that out before. I just don't want to kind of go off even measurements. I just want to see what I can get away with, because you got to be able to get soil in the hopper, and ours is a little different than some that are out there. It should have already been here by now. It's been a long ordeal.
It has been a long ordeal. We are waiting 9 months now since we have actually put money down on this thing. So
so the point
pretty
of the day,
soon, if we don't start getting this machine, we're going to start throwing some names around us.
I know.
Jeez, I'm these people.
So, but the point is that we're just building up even further behind this gravel today with the dirt to kind of create more of a slope towards the woods. And then we'll vegetate that out with like some sort of grass or something like that, landscape it to hold it all back.
Right.
So we'll be in good shape.
Right, because we do have quite an elevation change. You know, nothing is flat here at Creekside. I mean, as you can see, there is that slope that goes down. Now this pad is level, but then here we have a pretty good little decline right there. So Jerry is building up.
So we're going to continue. We'll probably bring in some more crush right here.
Yep.
So
and taper that down.
Because there will be a garage door here, so we'll come out right here if we need to with trailers, which we will.
Yep.
You know, and come around. So this will probably, it may end up eventually being two more loads, but I don't want to go too crazy with just fill dirt right now.
Okay.
But also, I think in the future, this bank right here that we have beside the greenhouse. And that bed, like we just kind of stashed through some hydrangeas down there. Those guys don't have any kind of water or any kind of fertilization.
The weed is taller than the hydrangea down there.
Yes. So we're going to continue to work on that and kind of dress those areas up with some shrubbery type things.
Right, because we do, and like Jerry said, down here on this low bank right here, we have, are those green giants trees that you have?
Those are emerald greens.
Emerald greens. So there's some emerald greens that are down there, some type of mixture of panicle hydrangeas. Of course,
I think that what happened was there was a lot of things that were left in a black pot that we were growing. Or then tags got mixed out. Right. And we just didn't really know which ones they are.
We weren't sure what they were.
We weren't going to sell them. So Jackson and I came out here one Saturday afternoon or something and just drilled a bunch of holes and threw them in the ground.
So these are called Creekside's mystery hydrangeas, and so we are going to continue to, you know, as we have plants and just kind of toss them in here. Of course, makes things pretty, and so forth. Now,
so I think I'll hop in the Bobcat maybe here in a minute.
Let's go. Can we go check on the boys first?
Yeah, we're going to check on the production lot where I was. What was that? How many months ago? The last time it rained. We haven't had rain in forever.
And that was not even, well, that was when we were putting the fountain in, remember, and we came and checked on Jerry, and we tried to run up here. So we've got a fun development on that, so let's just skedaddle over there, and we'll check on them. All right, so here we are standing in front of the mum pad, and they're slowly starting to go away. Okay, y'all, sorry, sunglasses. Too bright. So the mums we're starting to get some holes, but you can see also that we've got some with lots of good color. We've got kids that are moving these for us right now, but you can see we have a good number of them that are still just cracking some color. So we are going to be trying to get rid of these as fast as we possibly can. So if you need a mum, come see us. We've got them. Now, over here, Jer, look how pretty that is. My goodness.
Yeah, it looks good. This is that new pad for outdoor growing.
It is.
Mainly new shrubs. Extra, we'll probably run 4-inch, grande, annual, proven winter, petunias, calibrachoas, those early crops. They come out here on this section of plastic right here.
Okay.
Probably right in here. We'll run those.
Hanging baskets, maybe?
Hanging baskets can go on the drippers over here where the mums are.
Ooh, smart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then this section where they're setting up these sprinklers here.
Okay.
So I got these at Berry Hill Irrigation. So they're the same ones that we're using at the other shrub lot, but they don't spray out like up to a 30-foot radius. It depends on your water pressure,
Okay.
or how much volume, but we're running a good number of them down through there. So I think this is 3 zones.
Okay.
So it's 3 zones to control this whole section right here.
Roughly how long is this?
Josh and I were just talking about that. I think it's 100 foot or more.
Gotcha.
I think it's longer than this. This one's 100. I think it's a little over 100.
Okay.
But we went through 600 feet of
Oh,
the
the
white
tube.
tube, which I was surprised. So I know it's bigger because I had a lot of leftover when I did this one.
Okay.
So we're running through a lot more tube with this section here. So this will give us a lot of future, to be able to expand and move the shrubs out and that kind of thing.
Absolutely. So when we were here last, gosh, was that even maybe a month ago? This is when Jerry was on the Bobcat last time we had rain and was removing you weren't trying to remove the grass. Your main goal was because we used to farm this in vegetables, and so we had like raised beds, and so when you drive over it, if you drive the wrong way, you go over the humps, and so Jerry was trying to smooth that out, because when you're putting containers on here, if it's on a hump the wrong way, then it's not going to sit level.
Yeah, that morning I had to remove the sod to get to that point.
Right.
Because the land plane on the back of the tractor was getting clogged up.
Mm-hmm.
So to get it level, and it couldn't get rid of the sod, so I just used the Bobcat just to remove the sod, and I actually took that dirt and put it over here on this bank that's going down. So we're going to landscape that too with shrubs on the other side of this lot.
Yeah, so Jerry, I was mowing the grass last week, and Jerry said, I've got an area that's kind of a perfect spot to do like a display bed, like big stuff, out here. And so that's, nothing goes to waste around here. So we definitely use the soil that he had to move to create another little area. Can we talk about for a second, because I know you're the expert here with the irrigation, because I know we're going to have people ask, can we go up here and talk about the sizes and the lines and so forth? Because we do have not only home gardeners watch us, but we also have a lot of our audience is small garden centers or growers, and they like to know all this technical information. So that is what we're here to help.
So I don't know, it was back in the summer. We came out here and we ran an 1.25 inch water line from the well all the way out here. I don't know how many feet, it's hundreds of feet of 1.25 inch off of the 1.25 inch into these zones right here.
And I like how the gravel's around it. Very nice.
So down in that box you'll have three valves. Those Hunter PGV valves.
Let's see. Can you, because you're in the shadow.
Yeah.
There we go.
There. So 3 Hunter PGV valves.
Mm-hmm.
Each one's a different zone for this particular lot.
Gotcha.
That goes from 1.25 inches to 1 inch.
Mm-hmm.
It is coming up to 1 inch right here on this line.
Okay.
And then we rise up 1/2 inch to that sprinkler head.
Whoop. So I'm gonna pivot.
Yep.
So then it comes up, you said that's a 1/2 inch?
1/2 inch line to the sprinkler head there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So we go from 1.25 inches to 1 inch to a 1/2 inch.
Yep.
There we go. It sure is a beautiful sight. Look at that. Very good. Do we have any idea of how many shrubs, plants will be able to fit on here?
No, I really don't know. A lot.
A lot. That's Jerry math right there for you folks. A lot. A lot.
Yep. We just keep adding to it.
We do. So what else? Is there something else that we were going to cover today up here? Another project?
I don't know if up here, I mean, we expanded this one out a little bit. They got that done this morning.
Okay.
That's all that's going on up here right now. I mean, we got.
That's all.
That's
Just
all.
building a building and extending
Yes.
the shrub lot.
That's right.
That's it. Nothing else.
We'll get it done.
We are getting it done. All right, so yeah, so this has just been just kind of a fun way for us to kind of show you a little bit of the behind the scenes. I know we've had one or two people say, you know, now that the growing season's over, what are y'all gonna do for like the winter time, and what are you?
Really?
Do you not know us?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna sit around. It'd be kind of nice, sit around and.
No, it wouldn't be nice to sit around.
I could take a day or two of sitting around.
I mean, we take a vacation.
Yeah, we are going to take a vacation, but that's going to be for a little while. But we do have a really fun vacation coming up as a family. But no, yes. So we've had a couple of people ask us, you know, what are we going to do for the winter? Y'all, we've got more projects and more growing. Like, the only difference is that in the wintertime, from right before Thanksgiving till mid-February, we do close the retail portion of the garden center. But there are tons of things going on here. So we will have video content for you all winter long. Don't you worry. You can be nice and snug under a nice blanket while it's snowing outside, and you can watch us work. But it's going to be lots of fun. And anything else we want to add to this?
I don't know. Are you moving on to anything else today?
I think this is it.
I think this will be it for
I
you?
think this will be it for today.
Well, we'll show you some movement with the bobcat here,
Yep.
moving some dirt back there, so hang on there. We'll get some footage of that here before the video ends.
Because it's getting to be late in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And the thing about my
Yeah.
family is they like to eat every night. I mean, isn't that crazy?
I don't know. Yeah, it's all good.
They expect a good supper. So
Okay.
Jen here is going to have to go fix some supper. So yeah, so we're just going to kind of show you what's going on behind the scenes. But as always, we appreciate you. Thanks for gardening with Creekside. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.